Hello everyone, how you're all doing tonight here in San Antonio, Texas? Yusufchowdhury once again. Hey boss, babe, beauty, how are you? Good to see you, Greg. Welcome back. Hey. How y'all doing? All right, let me just adjust this thing real quick so we can get into the topic. You're doing great, awesome. It's already weekend. And for those who are new to my scope, please give yourself 5 minutes to make sure that if there's a value in the scope, then you can go ahead, give some hearts, or click that number 5 right there and share it in Twitter and also Facebook. Okay? All right. Okay, I like that ghost leader fire. Okay, hey Ray, Norris Design, how you been? It's been a while. Isn't it been a while? Is it been a while? How you doing today? Hey, thank you for joining. Thank you. Look at that. The hearts are already just flowing. Candice, good to see you. All right, Michelle, how are you? Thank you, boss, babe, beauty, for inviting followers. Okay, so let's get to the topic real quick. So today's show is about 5 tips on how to make your Periscope profile or optimize your Periscope profile. Did you get my DM about needing YouTube's help? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, I did get that. If I have some time, I might do another scope after this. Hey, Bobby, good to see you, man. Okay, thank you for inviting and sharing. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's go to this 5 tips real quick. And just to give you a full disclaimer, I'm not an expert in profile optimization. Why not bats? I mean, who cares about the bats? I mean, come on, that's kid stuff. That's for kids. We are grown up. Okay, you don't have to go there. Valerie always tried to make things controversial. Hey Barry, how you doing? I'm like, really, people, get real. There's something more important in life than Kit Kat and bats. Okay, so let's talk about this. The 5 tips on how to make your profile stand out. If you put, yeah, I know, but I don't care. Okay, I don't care about it. I mean, I can probably show my kids. Well, we actually don't celebrate Halloween. Let's see, you're growing up, really. Yeah. Okay, Bobby, let's get to the topic, man. Yeah, I love Kit Kat too. So, here's the thing. Like I said, full disclaimer, I've been noticing lately, hey Sam, good to see you, man, that everyone does an awesome scope on helping others on how to, that's my daughter right here, she just, that's my daughter, crazy like a father, right? Okay. So, see? Nice head of hair. Okay, look, you guys are killing me. Okay, so here's the thing. I've been noticing lately that a lot there are awesome people like Ray Garcia, Dana Garrison, and I believe I don't know who else, but what they do, they actually help people to look at their profile and give some feedback. So what I'm going to tell you, I'll be honest with you 100%. This is just my personal opinion. That doesn't mean you have to 100% follow it, but this is what I think you should do, and this is what you will also see in my profile. He's laughing? Really? Let him laugh. So, she wants to see the bad. So what I'm trying to say is that keep it very simple. I've been noticing some profiles that are extremely crazy with too many emojis and too many hashtags and very confusing, and sometimes they're creative, which is not bad, but you want to keep everything simple because everything goes back to the user experience. So if somebody's interested to look at your profile and see what's going on, Lewis, keep it very simple. So my idea is this. It goes back to your sell pitch. So when you do a sell pitch about your business or about your services, you have to focus in, I think, 4 areas, and that is, who are you, what are you trying to solve, who's the target market, and how you're gonna solve it to them. That's it. That's how you're gonna put those ideas, those pitch in those 4 concepts. Like who are you, what are you going to solve, who's the target market, and how you're gonna solve it. Simple as that, right? When it comes to your profile, what I highly recommend, first thing first, because this is personally for me is frustrating. Really frustrating. Okay, because I've seen some amazing username. There's nothing wrong with that. Somebody can call themselves, Crazy Ninja Dentist or Flying Saucer or Kit Kat Bat, whatever. Okay, you can call yourself all those, amazing, creative username. But the problem is, sometimes it's very hard for me or somebody like me to spell those names. So it's kind of difficult. Makes it like bad user experience, right? So even if you have a username like that, when I click on, let's say, your profile, put your name so you know who you are, so we can, call you by your name. Eddie, what's going on, brother? Okay, so we can call you by your name. But if you call yourself like, crazy Looney Tune or my pants is falling. I mean, that's kind of weird. It's like saying, hey, my pants is falling, how are you? That's not going to sound good. It's like me talking about myself. So you don't want to do that. So you can either change the username to a personal, or if you have a creative username or a business name, when we click your profile, please, I beg you, just put your name so I can call you. And your mom and dad give you those, awesome names. So give them some respect. Okay, what's going on, Lisa? How are you? Good to see you. So the first thing is, in your bio, why don't you celebrate Halloween? It's cool if you don't, but why? Well, because, in my faith, we just don't. I'm a Muslim. We don't participate in different other holidays. So that's why we don't do it. Thank you for asking, though. So number one is make sure you have a name on your profile. Okay, like my name, such and such. If your username is kind of creative, but if your username is not creative like mine, then you don't have to put the name. So that's number one. That's tip number one, okay? Your name, please. Your name. So that's number one. Number two, what do you do? I mean, you could, of course, have a novel about what you do. I'm asking about just one word, like, are you, okay? Are you like a yoga instructor, a fitness trainer, a real estate agent, a real estate investor, personal developer? Does that make sense? Just one definition of, look, what do you do? Okay, so that way I would know like who you are, what do you do? Don't give me like 20 million, tasks. I'm a plumber, carpenter, a cupcake maker. You don't want to do that. Just pick one. Okay, so what do you do? And number three, what do you scope about? Keep it very simple. Your name, what do you do, and what do you scope about? You can say I scope about how to sell properties, how to do real estate, or how to bake cookies with ninjas, right? So you have to mention what do you scope about. Yes, we're gonna go there. We're gonna definitely go there, Bobby. And number four is your website. Okay, so number four, why your website? Because at the end of the day, you want to make sure that you get leads. If somebody's interested through your Periscope and they want to follow your website, on your website you can have the lead capture and whatnot. So make sure you put the website. That is number four. And number five, which is actually covers all of them, keep it very simple. Now I know some of the expert out there will say use emojis, use hashtag. To me, too many emojis seems like childish. Don't get me wrong, I used to do that before, but I kind of developed that. Maybe I enlightened myself a little bit, so I stopped using emojis. You can use one or two to because emoji sometimes creates that attention grabbing thing. Hello, how you doing, flying couponer? Good to see you. Kindergarten? Yeah, looks like a kindergarten. So maybe some of you are not going to take you seriously. So keep it simple, right? Keep it simple. Yeah, there you go. So, I mean, if you want to use emoji, but don't overdo it because you don't want to be emoji holes, okay? And you don't want to be hash holes, okay? So don't put too many hashtags. One should be enough. But the idea is your name, what do you do, what do you scope about, the link, and maybe one hashtag. That should be enough. Maybe you can put two emojis between the links, so that'd be kind of attention grabbing. Thank you so much, Carol. Thank you. Okay. Hey, everybody, yourself, excuse me, my misogyny is more involved than emoji. Oh, don't put an egg. I'm an anti-egg, okay? Crack that egg, Bobby. So there you go. Those are the 5 tips on how to make your profile personally stand out from the rest, because it's very simple. Your name, what do you do, what you scope about, your link, hashtag, okay? That's it. You know how simple is that? No need for all those crazy, flash and some weird, hey, Henry, what's going on, man? Just keep it simple, because sometimes, I'll be honest with you, like, I'm looking at somebody's profile, and those emojis, like this one right here, right? It's like too distracting. I'm like confused. Like my mind is trying to understand the language. Like, my name is such and such thing. And I see this emoji. There's no translation for emojis. Like all these images, I cannot translate those. I'm like, what the heck? What does it mean? What does this bomb mean? What is this watermelon? What is this banana and this monkeys? What's going on? And like, right? It's kind of really makes me very nervous and go nuts. So don't make somebody's life miserable and hard by putting too many emojis. And this hashtag, I've never seen in English language that you write something and so many hashtags. What's going on? I mean, you can't be just doing hashtag all the time, like hashtag Yusuf, hashtag digital marketer, hashtag walking in the corner. I mean, come on, just keep people, just keep it simple, man. Keep it simple, okay? Keep it simple. The oldest language in the world, like, oh my God. My son is cracking up. Tell him be careful. Don't make him crack too much. He needs to slow down, because I don't want him to crack and, God knows what's going to happen after that. Yeah, emojis make me nervous. I'm like, oh, confused. I'm like, I see a bomb. I'm like, oh, what is that? Explosion. I mean, I don't know what it means. Yes, what is this? Oh, okay. So I'm like, what's going on? I'm really confused. And when I see a bat, I'm like, what are you trying to say? Like what is your message? Is there like a hidden message right there? I don't know. So just keep it simple, folks. Like I said again, your name, what do you do, what do you scope about, have your link for your website, and maybe one hashtag. And by the way, when you use your link, don't use bit.ly that is not customized. Do you know what I mean by that? Anybody knows? First of all, anybody knows what is bit.ly? Give me number one if you know what is bit.ly. Number one, if you know what is bit.ly, it might just confuse you. And you're an expert. Honestly, I'm not an expert. I never claim I'm an expert, but you know, I'm just a regular guy, a student of knowledge. Okay, so you all know bit.ly. Okay, so that's number one, right? Did I say that if you know bit.ly, put number one? Bad heart. So when you use excellent, when you use bit.ly, use custom feature. Anybody know how to use custom feature in bit.ly? Anybody? If you know how to use custom feature in bit.ly, give me number one. If you don't, give me number two. How to use custom in bit.ly. We have number two. Okay, so one person doesn't know, or two person doesn't know how to do custom. All right. For those that know, go do breakdance. Okay? All right. Let me show you quickly how do you do a custom bit.ly, because usually I've seen some link on the Periscope profile that is like weird language, like, you know, blah, 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 blah. You can't even remember it. It's like, who's going to remember that, right? Does any smart person here know how to get Perry to stop auto posting to Facebook? Usually Periscope doesn't auto post to Facebook unless you use like if this and that, and automatically goes to that. Let's see. Only without my emojis. Say, what's the topic? The topic tonight is 5 tips on how to make your Periscope profile stand out. So let me show you quickly. Let me go to bit.ly right now. Okay, I do not have the option to customize. Yes, you do. I guarantee you. Okay, so when you go to bit.ly, okay. Yes, I will recap. Give me a minute. So when you go to bit.ly, let's say I want to, as an example, if I want to customize this, I'm going to put the link right here, right? And then after that, what happens? It will give me this weird, like 1LFB. Who can remember that? Can somebody tell me, anybody can remember 1LFB? Nobody can remember that. So what you need to do, you need to click custom right here. So I'm going to call it Yusufied Ninja. If it's available, because they're very unique, it will say it's available. There you go, it's available. Now I can take this copy and I can go back. If you have a long link, like some sort of lead capture where the Infusionsoft is too long, it's complicated. And now, look at that. I go there. See that? It works perfectly fine. So there you go. That's how you customize your bit.ly. If you have like a long link with the lead capture or something like a long Facebook link, a Facebook page link that you want to push the traffic back to, go to bit.ly and use custom. Make it like something people can remember.
It has a face on it.
Huh?
You killed it.
Okay.
You killed Bob.
No, this is the bit.ly is a web base. It has nothing got to do with Mac or PC.
You killed Bob.
You're so clueless. Let me uncluelessly you. Okay, bit.ly is a link shortener. Okay, and let me also recap. Hey Melissa, good to see you. Works using the mobile bit.ly app as well. Absolutely, Barry. You can also use the bit.ly app. Now, going back to the recap. The recap is how to make your Periscope profile Yusufied approved. Yes, you should say Yusufied approved. I should change the title. How to make your Periscope profile Yusufied approved. In order for you to make it Yusufied approved, first thing first, make sure you have your name on the profile. If your username is not your name, like me, Yusuf Chowdhury, that's my username, so I don't have to put my name on the profile. But somebody, banana nuts, I don't know, like at flipping pants, okay? So that's kind of a hard username, or maybe creative, but I don't know your actual name. So when I click on your profile, I want to see who you are, okay? So I can call you respectfully your name, the name that your mom and dad gave you, okay? So that's number one. Number two, what do you do? Are you a real estate? Are you a developer? Are you a teacher? Are you I don't know, a nutcracker? Nutcracker. Okay. So whatever you are, mention it. Let's say, are you a marketer? Are you an online marketer? Are you a traditional marketer? Are you are a doctor? You're a nurse, dentist, whatever the case may be. What do you do? Okay, in one word. Then, what do you scope about? Mention, I scope about traveling tips, saving money through traveling, or fitness, workout. Keep it simple, right? And number 4, put a link for your website. And number 5, just keep it simple. You can put one hashtag, should be enough. I know some experts say use emojis or few hashtags. I say do not overuse the emojis because you don't want to look like emoji holes, okay? Or don't use too many hashtags, otherwise you're going to be a hash hole. Does that make sense? Okay. All right. So those are the 5 tips on how to make your Periscope profile Yusufied approved. You know what I'm talking about? Yusufied approved. Where did it go? Yes, you need to make sure that you want to have your profile Yusufied approved. That's how you're going to get Yusufied approved if you follow those 5 tips. Yeah, one hashtag should be enough. And if you want to use emojis between the website to kind of stand out, you can do that, but don't overdo it, please, because I get a headache. I look at the emoji like, what is that? It's like a horror movie, scary movie. All right, so those are the 5 tips, and thank you. And if you all want me to check your profile, like how everyone does, let me know. I'll check it out now and give you quick feedback. But I don't want to hurt your feeling. So let me know who's interested. Press number 1. I'll click on your profile and give you some feedback. How did you get that video? That is a new feature from Facebook. If you go to your mobile device, if you have the Facebook app, you can just make a video and just put it out there. Okay, so I'm going to pick the first one here. Okay. View profile. Let's see. The bottom line. Tag tribe. Customer service coach. Excellent. That's what you do. Your name is right there. Okay. Beautiful. And you scope about tips on leadership, customer service, and entrepreneur inspiration. Beautiful. You have one hashtag and you have the website. Congratulations. You did very good. Okay. And for that, you've been Yusufied approved. Okay. You've been Yusufied approved. There you go. All right. Who's next? Bandolo? I hope I didn't block you. Okay, Bandolo, let's see, McGinsey. You have 1 heart? Oh, here's another thing. I think Valerie asked me this question. If you want people to follow you, try your best to at least, not me, right? Type at least in a scope so you can get followers. Hashtag BB17, Big Brother fan. Hi, everybody. That's it? Okay. I don't know what is hashtag BB17. So, I don't know what's a Big Brother fan is. That's a show, I guess. Okay. Hello, everyone. Okay, who's next? So I would say, okay, Yusuf, do you record the Facebook profile pic live, or can you upload from camera? You can also upload from the camera roll, or you can just do upload live. Check me next. Okay, whoever comes first come first. Yolanda Gonzalez. Okay, I love your name is right there. Your username is different. Good, but your name is right there. And I see you have a lot of links. Okay. My advice is there's eBay, there's Amazon, there's Make. Again, with the emojis, money and hard. Maybe make money and hard love. My advice is the name is fine up there. My advice is, again, what are you? Like, what do you do? Are you a home business owner? Are you a internet marketer? Okay. Then secondly, let us know what you scope about. If you scope about Amazon, product selling online, or eBay product selling online, or selling any product on eBay and Amazon. And of course, one of the websites, not all of them, because when you put too many websites, what happens, Yolanda, it's very confusing. I'm like, which one should I go? Mini, miny, mo. 1, 2, 3. Does that make sense? So I hope you write it down. What do you do? What do you scope about? One link should be enough. And if you have a hashtag for online marketing, you can use that. If you don't have to. Okay? Thank you. Anyone else? First come, first service. Check me. Lulu. Oh, Lulu. 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 Let's see. Okay, Lulu Monarch. Let's see right here. Got your name. Beautiful. Independent online marketing manager. Perfect. This is what you do. This is who you are, right? A down-to-earth spirit, celebrating life with art, good music, live, love, and laugh. Okay. Again, but what do you scope about? If you say, I scope about, celebrating life or art or music, maybe if you can just tweak it that way, yes, that should be enough. And you have the website right there. Awesome. So there you go. So I would advise you that, and instead of saying independent online marketing manager, you can also say online marketing manager. Okay. Then you can also say, I scope about, here's another thing. If you say you are online marketing manager, your scope, it depends what's the purpose of the scope. If the purpose of the scope is to get more leads or more exposure, or to put your value out there, okay, you can do that. But you want to make sure there's the relevancy between what you do and what you scope about. Okay, for instance, if I say I'm a digital marketer, but I scope about how to make cupcakes, there's no relation, and it's going to cause a confusion, and people are going to have either a heart attack or concussion. Okay, so independent online marketing manager is good, but just tweak the second line by saying I scope about few things in your topics, and the link is there is awesome. Okay, check mine, Barry, my man, Barry. Look at that. Too many hearts, brother. Heart, love, Harry, Shelby, love. Then, of course, for some reason, your name was cutting off after the Shelby. I would say, brother, just Barry Shelby, and maybe see, I can see what, I don't know, that the specialist, that word is cutting off. You see, that's a bad user experience for me right now, because I don't know what it is. I'm confused. I'm like, I'm frustrated. I'm like, hey, what does it mean? Okay? So I want to know what that title is. You got the link. Excellent, but you have 2 links. Again, please just make a decision to make 1 link, because to have 2 is, too much of anything is not, I'm worse. Too much of anything is not that good. Keep it very simple. 1 should be enough, okay? I scope about heal your heart and attract true love relationship. Okay, perfect. I like that one. Instead of saying heal your heart, you can say I scope about healing your heart and attract true love and relationship. And, hashtag, there's 1 hashtag for Perry 10K, which is an awesome group, and just keep 1 website. That is my recommendation. Again, just my recommendation. You don't have to follow it, but that's what I would love to see. And of course, minimize your emojis, man. Okay, thank you. Who's next? Check me. All right, there you go. Love to prom. Let's see, Lady Bryant. I advise you to do your best to scope if you can. Co-pastor of the Reforming Church. I'm happily married to Prophet Shane L. Bryant. My mission is to make Christ known in the earth. Kingdom purpose. Okay. So what you do, you gotta minimize that a little bit. Okay. So you got your name, right? What are you, for instance? If you say a co-pastor, like what exactly do right now? If you're the co-pastor, is that the only thing you are? You can say co-pastor, okay, of the Reforming Church, and you scope about, the mission, the Christ, the teachings of Christ and whatnot. Does that make sense? And a website and a hashtag. That's what I would do, because right now it was kind of a little bit vague, and it's like too much information. You got to keep it very, very simple. Okay? So there you go. I hope you will take that advice. All right. Anyone else? That's it. We're done for the review. All right. Cool. That's awesome. Bobby Brooke, which is better, egghead or a covered ill cap? Yeah, Bobby's profile is hilarious. It's kind of unique. You're most welcome. Okay, you're most welcome. Check me. All right. Let's see, that's one of those username, pot 80 shed number 3, that is kind of very sophisticated. Now this one, it says, I don't know, is that a photo shed maybe? That's what I mean. But again, some people are not going to figure out the 8 and the number 3. You got to keep it normal English. Photo shed is where 3D is happening. 3D print competitions every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday at 9 p.m. UK time. Join in and win 3D print. Ask me about Perry tag. Okay, if you can, again, put who are you, put your name, and what do you exactly do? Because right now you're actually, to me, what you're trying to do, you're actually promoting or just kind of selling about this 3D event that's going on. Does that make sense? Give us your name, what do you do, and what do you scope about. If you scope about these events, then you can say we scope about 3D competitions on these days. Perfect. And if there's a link, you can add a link, and if there's a hashtag, there's a hashtag. Okay. If you don't mind, I can follow you as well and check out your awesome 3D stuff. But yeah, you see that username is like kind of scaring me. Okay, good one. Me, please. Okay. All right. Toots scrapbooking. All right. So let's see. Shanta Tut. Is it? Did I pronounce your name right? I don't know if I butchered your name. Forgive me. Honor your memorial craft scrapbooking tips. How to preserve special memories through photos and project craft. And there's a link. Okay. Again, I wasn't like right now. Oh, Shante. Perfect. Shante. Okay, cool. So you can put your name if you want, but it's already in the username. I wasn't, because my name is sometimes difficult too. So, and I apologize. I'm reading the profile, so I'm not able to see anyone's, what do you call it, comment right now. Give me a second when I'm done, then you can all start to comment, okay? So, sorry for that. So I would say maybe you can, because I wasn't able to pronounce your name correctly, so I'm sure somebody else is going to have the same problem. So if you can comment the way you put it in the comment section, like the Sean dash, Sean 10, you can do the same thing. Then you can say, I spoke about, I spoke about how to, talk about what you scope about, kind of simplify the scrapbooking tips, okay? And of course, the link is there, but it's kind of too long. Let's see. Because using Blogspot. All right, that's pretty cool. Just mention your name, clearly, and maybe you can simplify about the scrapbooking tips, okay? All right, there you go. Okay, there you go. Who's next? One second. What did the speaker? Huh? Okay. You're welcome. You are welcome. And again, this is just my personal advice. If you like it, you can apply it. If you don't, it's not gonna hurt my feeling. Okay. Where did the headset go? Amira, where did the headset go? Okay. All right. What is my favorite snack food? I don't know. Maybe Kit Kat. All right. So what's next? Who's next? All right. Black Madonna. I think we've seen your profile somewhere else. Black Madonna, natural hair, extension, fashion, makeup, beauty, and I don't know what is IND, hashtag tips, hashtag tutorials, hashtag interviews, hashtag reviews, hashtag giveaways, hashtag, okay. All right, so the link is there. It's pretty good. I don't know your name, so you can say my name or just mention your name, and you can say you are a hairstyle, I don't know, hairstylist or fashion designer or a makeup artist. If you can say who you are and what they scope about, that is all you need. And be careful, those hashtags really doesn't help on the Periscope. So I wouldn't even use the hashtag. You can say I scope about like tutorials, interviews, reviews, and giveaways in the above mentioned stuff. Okay, does that make sense? Just go ahead and remove the hashtag and make it and keep it just natural, like a regular English. If you can say like you are a makeup artist, a fashion designer that scope about tips on tutorials, interviews, and reviews, and giveaways, and that's it. And there's the link. Okay. All right. You're welcome. Yes, if you put it too many times, the problem with that, it doesn't look natural, and it doesn't really help with the Periscope anyway. Okay. Shane, there you go. Lynn Wayman. All right, man. Let me check yours real quick. Yes, Mama.
Can you move your thing to the outside part?
Okay, you want me to go there?
Yeah, I can't hear.
Okay. My daughter says, yeah, go somewhere else. Or I'll go somewhere else. 1 second. My daughter wants to watch something. My episode of Candy Eye, so she asked me to go somewhere else. Can you believe that? Okay. All right. Give me a second here. Making sure. So Shane, or Sean, author, marketer. Okay, when I see the Shane Wayman, hashtag author, again, there's a break. There's a like dot break. So you gotta either have your name and maybe pick author only, because it's kind of hard for me to read what's between the author and marketer. Okay, I see you have an awesome website, and I see how you did the emojis pointing to the website. That's kind of pretty cool. I think that kind of stuff is creative and is good. Perry 10K, awesome, part of the Perry 10K group. Show people how to create class brand online that is credible and profitable in 90 days. Ask me how. Perfect. So your name is there. You decided to put the website outside. I personally prefer after I read the description and you scope about what you talked about. I think that should be fine. But again, I personally just don't like too many emojis, but if that's okay with you, you're good, okay? All right. Who is next? All right. Anybody else? Again, these are just my personal feedback. You don't have to, get mad. Okay, it does look like, what is it? Oh, you were talking about issues that Valerie was going through. Yes. Yeah, most welcome, Shane. You're most welcome. I'm going to definitely, am I following you? Let's see. Yes, I'm following you. Perfect. Okay, I'll definitely check out your scopes. Okay, anybody else that are interested for me to look at and give feedback? Sure, do me, but I haven't broadcasted. Okay, no problem. James, well, I see you you got 3,000 hearts. That's awesome. Web designer and front-end developer. I enjoy Yankees baseball, craft beer, and the great outdoor hashtag CFF. I don't know what is that. I'm ignorant about it, so please apologize. So here's the thing. Your name is there, perfect. So you are a web designer and a front-end developer. So my question to you, who are you talking to? Are you talking to people that understand what is front-end developer means? Does that make sense? Are you talking to your target market? If that's the case, then it's fine. But you can also talk about what do you scope about. I've seen you have 3,000 hearts. I'm assuming you scope about something. So if you scope about how to do, web design and web development, you can say I scope about, web design tips, tutorials, and how-tos. Maybe you can have your link because you're a designer. So if you want to get leads, you want to have your own website after that, okay? That's what I would recommend. I'm going to follow you too in case I want to check out and see what you have to offer, okay? Because I see you have 3,000 hearts. That means you're probably doing something, right? Okay. All right. Anybody else? Do you think I add my targeted audience music industry? I don't know what do you mean by that, music industry. It depends what kind of, even the music industry, what kind of audience in the music industry. Does that make sense? Okay, let's see here. Sam, SK photographer. Beautiful. So you have like 200 hearts. That means you did something. Photographer, love traveling, gadget nerd, scope from all around the world. Perfect. But what do you scope about? About the world when you travel? Right? So you see, you're a photographer. We knew it. Awesome. You're a photographer. And you love traveling. Beautiful. So that means you're into the travel niche with photography. And you're also a nerd, like maybe like me, right? And you scope from around the world, but you scope about what? From around the world. Are you scope about different cities? Do you scope about museum? Do you scope about nature? If you can just specify that part, like, scope from around the world about, let's say, traveling scene in the beach or traveling tips on how to save money, that will make it a little bit more interesting. Does that make sense? Just because you have a few hearts, I'm going to follow you and see and learn from you how to do photography or maybe something in traveling. So I'm very excited for that. Okay. Awesome. Cities and history. Beautiful. You see, if you want to put that, that'll be awesome. If you put that in description as scope from around the world about cities and histories, that will make you very interesting. Okay, just put that part. And of course, if you have a website, please put the website. Put the website. I haven't really broadcast or scope, how to get started. I mean, if you need help, there is a Facebook group called Peri Newbies. For new people, you can go ahead and go to a Facebook group and look for Peri Newbies and join them because they're going to help newbies to kind of get into it. In fact, there's so many groups out there that can actually help you, like, Tag Tribe, Peri 10K, Love Tribe. They're all going to help you if you need that help. Scope with Halloween in your title and you will see bad shaped hearts. Yes, when you give like tapping, it will come like a heart. Yes. Okay. So there you go. Anybody else? Yes, for the what do you call it, photographer, if you just mention that part, you'll make it very interesting. And of course, make sure you have a link where people can go and watch your awesome photos. Does that make sense? I'm sure you should have a blog. I'm assuming you have a blog about all the photos that you take, or maybe YouTube videos. Should I add a Love Tribe in my bio or just my broadcast title? Good question. Let me check real quick. I know I checked your profile, but let me one more time. If you want to, here's the thing. The reason I put hashtag Tag Tribe in my profile, because part of the Tag Tribe group is what? The founder, Mark Schreiber, said if you put that in your profile, anybody that has the hashtag, I'm going to follow them because it's a one community. We want to help each other. So if Dana Garrison recommends that you put Love Tribe in your profile because if somebody see it, oh, you're part of the same group, they're going to follow you, then why not? But my suggestion is don't put more than one hashtag. I think if you have hashtag Love Tribe, that should be fine. You follow Tag Tribes? I'm sorry, where do I go? Facebook. Okay, when you go to Facebook, on the corner, on the top is a search box. Just do a search for Peri Newbies and see what Facebook page comes up that says Peri Newbies and join them. Okay, you can find so many awesome groups right there. She said you have to sign up. Where with the Peri 10K? Maybe with the Peri 10K we sign up, but I don't think there's any charge. Lunchpreneur, yes. Peri 10K, what's her name? Katya, yes. I do follow that group and also Love Tribe. There's so many other groups because all the groups have an awesome community because they help each other. But TikTok was the first one I joined. I would consider TikTok, like number one for me. Okay, but I can also join any other group as well. So I don't just like to stay in one place. You can go anywhere. Yes, of course. The one with the Peri 10K, the system is different. They want to make sure that you're serious. So that's how Katia set it up like that. So you have to join and get approved, because they want to make sure that the community, they don't care about numbers, they care about the quality. So that's just her system in place. Okay, she's pretty good. She's pretty good, right? So there you go. Any more profile you want me to check? Do you do Catch? Yeah, I do have Catch. If you go to catch.me/yusufchowdhury, then you will see all my scope. How to look you up to follow you? In Periscope, when you click on the profile and do a search, just type my name, or you can just follow me right now. Okay? I was talking about Love Tribe. Love Tribe, no, I don't know. Really, I don't know. You can ask Dana Garrison. I didn't know that they charge, or I'm sorry, I don't know if they have to go through a certain join me section. Mine, Nina. Let's see, Nina. There you go. Madrid. Export service, Spanish olive oil, AOVE, Spanish beverages, then of course something in Spanish, and there is an email, and export business. Okay, my suggestion, Nina, like what's your specialty? Because I see so many things right here. I'm kind of really lost, okay? Like what is your specialty? That's the first thing. Then what do you scope about? Do you scope about tips on exporting services? Do you scope about tips on and something about Spanish olive oil? Does that make sense? Be very specific on what do you scope about. Now, when it comes to the email, I'm not sure email is a good option. I prefer that if you have your own website for people that can click and visit, because if they click on the email, that's going to allow them to go and use the the email system on the phone to send an email. But most people are going to look for information on the website, so I prefer that if you put your website instead of the email. That is my preference, okay? Again, what are you? Who are you? Or what are you? What your specialty is? What do you scope about? Put your website, okay? Just that. All right? That's for Nina. And I followed you because I want to see what kind of cool thing do you have, okay? Even though the profile didn't make any sense to me, if I didn't know you by today, I wouldn't even follow you. But since you asked to check the profile, I'm going to definitely follow you back and check and see exactly what kind of cool thing you are going to offer, because I've seen that you have so many hearts going on right there. Okay? All right, folks. Anybody else? Anything else? Let me know. Let's see. Let me just fix this real quick here. If y'all can hear me, tap the screen. Okay, so thank you so much for critiquing our pro. You're most welcome. And like I said, this is just my personal feedback. You don't have to take it. It's up to you. I'm just basically telling you how I feel. You can look at my profile. It says Digital Marketing Coach. I scope out all the marketing tips. There's a link and there's a hashtag. That's it. Simple as that. Nothing crazy. And every time you grow, you build more followers, you can always change your bio. You don't have to stick to the same one. Does that make sense? Because initially I used to have 2 emojis. Then so many times I keep tweaking it. And right now I feel like it's very simple and straight to the point. And looks also really professional. It doesn't look like Sam said, like kindergarten. Okay? Like, a bunch of emojis, right? So there you go. Mason, good to, thank you for joining, man, but we're almost done. I just present in my for export import. Okay, so you can talk about export import, I don't know, coach or consultant. You can talk about that because it wasn't clear, like, what were you? Does that make sense? Okay? So you have to make sure, remember, what is the 5 tips? How often do you change your profile? Twice a year? That's a good question. I don't know. I've probably changed like 4 times. Okay. Spanish olive oil. Okay. Okay. So you talk about export and import, but for the Spanish olive oil. So that's very specific. Okay. So you can talk about I don't know, consultant expert in exporting and importing a Spanish olive oil. You can just say something like that. Or you can also say, what do you scope about? That's the thing. Do you scope about the benefits of the olive oil, the tips and advice, the how to, or maybe some recipes? I don't know. Something very interesting, okay? All right. Walter, thank you for joining, sir. But unfortunately, I just, ended, I'm almost done with the scope, but I can do a quick recap. So many till have no profile. It's as bad as an egghead. Yes, absolutely, Sam. Absolutely. So the 5 tips that I talked about today, number 1 is your name. You have to make sure that you missed because you don't know about export and import. Well, yeah, well, that's true because I don't know about it. But I mean, I know what is export and import, but your bio didn't explain it. It didn't say, it was like a title. Like, it's just a bunch of title. That's not interesting. You have to make it interesting. Like, who are you? What do you scope about? That's it. And put a link, okay? So yeah, the 5 tips. The first one is, if your username doesn't have your name, then make sure you add your name on the profile so people know who are you. Because in social media, people connect to people. They don't connect to a name, a brand name, because that's kind of confusing. I mean, some people can come with a nickname or pin name, but have a name because that's called social media. And Periscope, it is a social media platform too. Does that make sense? So have your name. Then number 2 is, what do you do? Okay, if you are a trainer, a consultant, a fitness, what do you do? That's number 2. Number 3, what do you scope about? So you can say, I scope about blah, 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 blah. Okay? And number 4, add your website. Okay, you want traffic going back to your website. Right now, the link is clickable. Okay, so have the link going back to your website. And number 5, just keep it simple. You can have one hashtag, but not too many emojis. You don't want to look like a kindergarten. Okay, but if you that's my preference. Just keep it very organic, very simple, very professional, quick and easy for people to know. That's how people are going to follow you. If they're going to look at your profile, if someone wants to learn about export and import, about Spanish oil, and they want to learn from you what kind of value you're going to provide, you're going to mention, I scope about, and that's a value. If you are a real estate agent and you scope about, like Sonia, she's from Chicago, if you follow her, she scope about, how to, buy and sell properties, how to do home inspection, how to, it's a lot of cool stuff that home buyers and maybe home sellers would love to learn. Does that make sense? So that's what you need to say. I scope about such and such. Put your link because you want to get traffic back to your website, and maybe one hashtag. Spanish oil sounds so good. Yes. Okay. So there you go. I focus only on export, import, and Spanish oil, olive oil. We work for professional export. Okay. So you can say, because that's your focus. Perfect. You focus, not necessarily your focus, like, is this your business? Does that make sense? What are you? That's my question. Like, what's your title? Are you a consultant? Are you a salesperson? Are you an investor? That's the first thing. Then you will say, I scope about, okay? Then you say, I scope about export and import in the niche of Spanish olive oil, okay? Like, what do you scope about? Because if your scope is interesting, that's how you get followers. But if you just put titles, that's not interesting. It's like, okay, so what? Okay? Same thing in LinkedIn profile, same thing in any social media channel. You have to explain who you are, what do you do, because your target market that is interested, they're going to learn from you. And again, you don't approach social media like traditional marketing. In social media, it's all about value. It's all about giving advice, giving education, giving tips, giving how to. That's how you build your brand, okay? This was good. I just thought, awesome, you did? Let me see. Ray, let me see. President and Creative Director of Ray Norris Design, specializing in Lux interior design, website, and hashtag. Perfect. If you can do one more thing, because President and Creative Director, it's like 2 titles. It's like saying, I'm the CEO and the business owner. One should be enough. I'm the business owner. Okay? You can say Creative Director, or you can pick President, but the question is why. Does that make sense? So make a decision, either or. Secondly, of course, you are the owner of Norris Design that specializes in this area. Then you can also say, and I scope about blah, 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 link and hashtag. Perfect. Okay, if you can just tweak that a little bit, Ray, that would be awesome. Okay. All right. Who's next? Who is next? Or y'all can just look at my profile and learn from the profile. Like, what did I do? What did I do? Okay. All right. Man. Any more? That's it? We're done for the night? Y'all good? I hope this was very beneficial. Dallas, Texas. Good to see you, man. I'm actually going to Austin tomorrow. How do I change my screen name? You have to go to feedback. When you go to the settings, scroll down in Periscope, click setting, and look for feedback. Click on the feedback and email them. That's the only way to change your username. You have to email Periscope and send them a nice email, like, please, thank you, your honor, your majesty, Periscope, would you please kindly change my name because of such and such. I've done it all, but not anymore, right? All right, Sam. So you're most welcome, James. Thank you, man. Appreciate it for being in the show. Have an awesome weekend and enjoy your night. Have fun. Mike Garcia, thanks for joining, man. I'm actually almost done, so please catch the replay if you don't mind. I hope. Okay. So that's it. Anyone else want me to check the profile? Let me know. If not, I can just go ahead and end this. End this right now. Let's see. Tweak this. Okay. All right, cool. All right, folks. Thank you so much. You're welcome, Lulu. Thank you. You're most welcome. Thank you all for staying, for being very, very patient and listening to my advice. Okay. And like I said again, just my personal feedback. It's not a blueprint. Just something I thought about that I put on myself, and I want to share with you all to see if you can do the same thing. You're most welcome, Nina. And thank you for being here, okay? So thank you so much. You all have an awesome weekend. Stay blessed. Stay cool. And be cool. And remember, whatever you learn, you must apply them. Going to go play with my bats. Bats. Sam. Oh, man. You're welcome, Ray. You're welcome. Big back. I'm sorry. Or big biz back. Big biz back. I'm sorry. I'm just ending the scope. Please catch the replay. If you don't mind, I would appreciate it. You all have an awesome weekend. And tomorrow I'm going to be heading to Austin, Texas to attend a WordPress bootcamp to see how that's going to turn out to be, another cool event. And I won't be able to scope the actual speaker, but what I'm going to scope about after each speaker's session, I'm going to share with you the tips that I learned on that for tomorrow. I hope that's going to help you all, okay? All right, y'all. See you all tomorrow. Take care. Have a